So, Evan, I know like demolition is a big part of the ammo tech and taking apart. Like, how complicated is some of these ammunition to disassemble and take apart for
So,
destruction?
so, so it will depend on, of course, the item, right, and the state of the item. So we'll deal with, we have um, things that are no longer within the system anymore. Old ammunition. We don't have systems to fire them anymore. It's
Okay.
just it's useless. I wouldn't say useless ammunition, but we can't use it anymore. So those, if they think they can salvage components from those, we have publications that are quite thick that
Right.
it'll show us how to take everything apart, right? And
Okay.
it's almost on like an assembly line, and this bay you take the outer casing off, right, and then you move it to the next bay, where more of the explosive might be exposed. So the safeties obviously go up.
Right.
There's minimum amount of people in each bay just in case type of thing. Um, and then from there, you start stripping stuff off and putting it aside where circuit boards, right? There's a specific way to destroy those.
Okay.
Warheads or explosives, there's a specific way to get rid of those, right? Most of the warheads in that are you blow them up. In fact, ammo techs have an exercise every year. It's called Exercise Dusty Thunder,
Dusty
which
Thunder.
is in Saskatchewan and Dundurn, where it's about 9 weeks. So it's most of the summer, or like spring to summer, that all they do is dispose of stuff.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. So I've gotten to go to it a couple times, and the one time that I got to go on the range, we were doing their DM-23 anti-tank mines. Right, they're the big guys with the fur around the outside.
Okay.
So we did 23 pits, which each pit is about the max you can go is about 116 kilograms of explosives.
Wow.
So we would do like a little pyramid of the mines, and then you'd put a detonator in the top one to make sure it goes, and then you'd bury it.
Okay.
So you do that all morning, have lunch, and then set it off in the afternoon, and that would be your day.
Right.
Um, so yeah, we would. And if you weren't there, you were over in the processing building taking Eric's missiles apart.
Okay.
Right, and there's always like you shouldn't have a competition, but there always kind of was one, like
Yeah.
who can take apart more in a day type of thing.
Yeah. You kind of want to go slow on this sort of thing, right?
You do, but it becomes a lot like an assembly line, right? Once you start getting comfortable with what you're doing,
Yeah.
you just get faster,
Right.
right? It's like working in a factory. So that goes on every year, and it's the best way for young ammunition technicians, civilian or military, because they both work together, to get to meet other people within our trade and get to test our not a test, but like refresh our skills for large disposals.
Right.
Our trade's so small, it's nice to get out there. Like, I've never met you. You're in Gagetown. I'm on the West Coast. Like, I don't know who you are. Like, time to
Yeah.
meet, kind of thing. As you start getting higher in rank, just like every other trade, the amount of people starts going down.
Yep.
So you start like, oh, like I did my threes with this person, I did my sixes with this person, and that's all from my course that are still, at the warrant or MWO level.
Right. Right.
So yeah, it's great. It's as an ammo tech, like you get to see the other side of that is not just taking apart ammo. If you get ammunition that's damaged,
Okay.
which happens often, right? We can't take that apart, or the chances of us taking it apart are very slim because of the damage. And I'm gonna be a little harsh about the Navy right now. And it's not necessarily their fault. I will admit that it's not necessarily their fault because salt water and
Yep.
metal don't mix.
No.
So it starts corroding things. We have had to deal with a number of items that we've gotten from the fleet that are so corroded that we just started having to write stuff off on pieces of ammunition. Like we can take it apart and try and salvage what's like inside of it, but if that corrosion gets too much,
yeah, it's too damaged. You can't do anything about it.
Exactly. And if it's a 45 kilogram warhead, we have to separate that to make sure it doesn't accidentally go off, and we have to go deal with that.
Yeah, last thing you want is some circuit board to short out and boom.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that'd be bad.